Alright, so some of my coworkers asked me about my cooking, and so I kind of ran through about as fast as possible a bunch of my recipes. And I thought, you know what, it'd probably be a lot easier for me to just take little videos instead of writing to death. So I just figured I'd start off with what we were making tonight. We bought some crabs, snow crabs, because they were on sale. I've also got some angel hair pasta, pesto. See, most of it's kind of not like making from scratch sort of things. I'm just trying to cook quick. I work, I get home, and I have to make dinner. This is just water. I'm going to set it to boil. Whee! And that's a steamer in there, so it's got some water under and a little salt, and I'm going to set that to boil. As soon as I found the pan. See, that's why I should have made sure. Oh well, we're not going to have the right lid, but the lid. And I've got some spinach here, some baby spinach. I'm going to pluck that on the plates. I can get out the plates. So we're going to have a salad. And I'm actually going to make a little, just quick reduction using some white wine vinegar that my new roommate brought over, and using some raspberry honey that I got at HEB. This is one of those little guys that go on the displays and make stuff. They look good and taste good, so we're like, ah, let's get some. So, I'm just going to put some carrots on this. I'll cut up a few on each. The kids don't like cooked carrots, so pretty much when we do carrots, we do raw carrots. One of my friends told me the coolest thing about carrots, and I guess Trader Joe's kind of tells you it, baby carrots, they aren't like grown as little baby carrots. They're actually shaped them and peeled them. They're just basically little shaped carrots that are peeled. So I didn't know that. It was kind of cool. So they do kind of that true advertising and tell you. I'm just going to make a small amount, so I just did a half cup of this white wine vinegar. And this will be probably about 2 teaspoons when I grab out of there. I couldn't fit the teaspoon in thing in there when I tried a little bit ago. So, I guess you can call it 3 butter knife worths. 4. There you go. I'm just going to do that for about 10 minutes till it gets a little viscous, maybe less. Let's kind of watch until it thickens. If you thicken it too much, you can actually add a little bit of water to bring back the, make it less viscous. And then when I'm done, I just use the fork to kind of drizzle it on the salad. So I'm just going to cut these up. I am not a good cutter. My son and I talked about taking a knife cutting course. You probably get scared that I'm going to cut myself any minute watching me, and sometimes I do. So let's hope we don't get any blood tonight. That's usually not very appetizing, and then I have to toss the food. There you go, nothing big. So put a couple on top of each. A lot of times I'll use cherry tomatoes. You can use any kind of cheese. Today I've got some shaved Parmesan, and that's going to go on top too. And I gotten that because yesterday we had some truffle crack. That's the truffle cream with the cream cheese, and you put the baguette bread, which I might serve some of that with this just because it's yummy. So I'm just going to have this hanging out, waiting. Put these away in the fridge. Well, that all cooks. So that's just heating up. That's the boiling water. That's heating up. That's boiling water. This will only go in for 1 minute. What I'm going to do is take those tomatoes. These are the organic iced tomatoes. Sometimes I'll buy fresh, but I keep a big thing of those. Don't look in the fridge.
It's no fun. Okay, close that too.
So before I even start, I see Christian had popcorn for a snack. Before I even start cooking, I pretty much get out of my work clothes and put on something comfy. Sometimes it's PJs. Sometimes it's, I don't know, pants and shirts and whatever. Basically, whatever I put on is something that will wash springly. Because I found cooking in any form of material like satin and silk, the oils do not come out once they splatter on you. So.
I'm guessing that's experience.
Oh yeah. Yeah, lots of experience. Had plenty. So
it's okay, I cook with a lot of flour.
This is going to go on top of the pasta. I'm just And we all love garlic here, so you can see the giant tusk of garlic. It's almost out even. Actually, I totally forgot to grab some basil, so I'm going to run out to the herb garden and grab it. Maybe I don't need it. I'll think about it. Because I do have the pesto with basil, so I probably don't need extra basil. I might have plenty of basil. The rest of these are just going to go in here. They're good with, you know, eggs for breakfast, or they're good for anything else I might want to make. They make a really quick tomato soup. You just take a couple cans of this in an emulsion blender, some chicken broth, and onions that you saute, and some basil, fresh basil. Or you can use some, you can use dried if you want. Oh, and garlic, of course. Always garlic. And pepper and salt. Let's see. So got that there. For our crab, I like butter. I like real butter. Butter. And I'm just gonna put that. You can get all fancy and make it clarified butter. It gives it that nice kind of restaurant butter. I'm just gonna nuke the butter and put it in a couple of these little, I don't know what they're called. Kind of like ramekin, not a ramekin. I use them a lot for like fondue dipping sauce. Can't recall the fancy name.
They're like sauce dishes. I don't know, sauce bowl. I don't know a name for them. They're good for butter.
It would help to actually turn on the stove to reduce the vinegar. Alright, so we're just going to put this on about 6.
At least for electric stoves.
So this is already boiling a little faster than intended, which is fine. I'm just going to turn it off for a minute. But it's pretty much up to almost a boil. So vinegar is our without alcohol. Well, yeah, pretty much. And then the wine's with. Yay! I'm going to put this back in the fridge. Let's see. I'll do that in a minute. And I think that's enough for the kids and I. Yeah. So that's just going to go in here. I just got it unbroiled. I love my toaster oven. Gets a lot of use. You can see all the crap of it. Kind of cushions melted many things on top of it.
I don't think to take things off. You know, I would think all the heat would stay in the oven.
It's a nice thought. The toaster ovens do heat up on the outside, so don't set things on top like bread. All right.
Well, I didn't set it on top. I just forgot to take it off. There's a big difference.
You're telling me not to set things on top. I stopped doing that after the first couple times or so.
Good idea. I still forget.
So this is a Pinot Grigio, chilled. Yay. Because it goes well with seafood. I'm going to check in on my crab legs, and I'm actually going to toss a little garlic in there too now that I'm thinking about it. Garlic. Maybe a little garlic salt too. Oh, speaking of which, I don't think I put any salt on my tomatoes. So I'm just going to toss a little. Sometimes I use sea salt, sometimes I use just garlic salt. I don't know. It's pasta. I'm in a garlic mood. We'll all have wonderful breath tonight.
It's better than my garlic eggs.
Yeah, his girlfriend loves his garlic eggs. That's sarcasm. These are really close to ready. Normally I put a timer on because I tend to get distracted. Squirrel. So,
That's okay, you're on video this time, so...
so you can all watch me get distracted. I'm just going to check it. Maybe use a minute. And 30, I think. Alright, so since I only have that much time left, we turn this back on. And it's still pretty much hot. See, it's still boiling. Hot than my angel hair. Oops. Put a little salt in because I forgot to do that.
Raise the boiling temperature.
And it really only needs a minute. Let's see, use my little fork. I haven't used it for anything yet. Just break it up a little. Let me grab a little olive oil.
I believe it's in the other pantry.
Here it is. It's always nice to kind of set out everything ahead of time if you think about it. Does A, make sure you have everything you're going to need, and B, when you're trying to kind of coordinate the time of everything, make sure you're all ready.
Yep.
Alright, I'm just going to toss this.
Will not video that.
Yeah, the trash can. It's very exciting stuff. All right, I think I've used my garlic fully.
Can't video the fridge either.
Yes, now I can finish taking off the wine glass. Yeah, this is kind of like how I clean the house too. I go from one chore to the other, and it may take me an hour to finish everything just because I keep flittering about. It's probably not the most effective thing. Multitasking is really not so good.
8, 7, 6.
So, just taking this off. I don't know why, but I've been collecting this cork things ever since a friend of mine.
Bubble, bubble,
used
bubble.
cork for their wedding. Oh yeah, that was brilliant, Tony. Once again, squirrel. At least the timer told me to get it out.
Yeah, just in time.
Well, it's really only supposed to be in there for a minute, not a minute and 30, so. It went a little over, actually. Because it should be a little less, well, anyways, a little less cooked. Oh, I'm going to turn on the vent now just because you can start smelling the vinegar as it's boiling off. Now I'm just going to take the pasta, put it on top of the pasta. I just try to save pans. I'm sure there's prettier ways to do this, but I'm just minimizing what I have to wash after. Not a big fan of dishes.
Neither am I.
Yeah, that's really useful in this house. No one liking dishes.
I do it enough at work. Alright. We're good. Starting to smell the crab.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That's what I was actually for. Alright. Good observation. Alright, so I'm just going to pluck all the little clusters. Oh, little dishes. Yeah. Yeah, overcooked seafood tastes rubbery, so you gotta not take too long. Ooh, fun. You get little claws.
There we go, get a fork.
Fortunately, I have a high heat tolerance.
It's because you like to burn yourself all night.
Yeah, I could have, I guess, used the bigger plates in this case. I actually have a bigger set of plates, but that's okay. I'm just going to kind of shut it aside. Depending on the size of the dish, I like to make it look like I have one. I guess I could put tomatoes on after. It's funny when a video is on you that you don't do quite exactly the way you normally would.
Don't sound the same you think you do either.
I don't know.
No, I'm just talking about how whenever I video myself.
Oh, yeah, that's that whole thing with you hear, your voice sounds deeper yourself because you hear it echoing around in your head.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of like reverberator. I don't know. There's French articles on it. Post it on my Facebook earlier. Yeah, you can tell I overcooked the pasta a little. It was only supposed to be 1 minute. It ended up just over 1:30 because of the timer I set. Oh yes, cats are always helpful in cooking.
I'm not.
Alright. And we just got our balsamic. It's actually still cooking a little since silly me didn't actually turn it on initially. But that's pretty much it.